Tonight while I'm cutting a 2-degree bent sub with a 2 7/8 regular pin connection. As you can tell, it's going in crooked. We have these shims cut to hold it at a 2-degree angle. Let's get this bad boy on the rope. Like I was explaining in another video, I have this one set up in 3 steps, 3 electric cycles, 3 turn cycles. It's the simplest way to write a program to cut this connection is just beginning. Writing a program to help the machine. It's the easiest way I know how to teach somebody without having to do all the math. Scribe line says, shows where the 2-degree bend is. Since I've already cut these, I put a little scratch with an engraving tool. That way the nail guy knows where to put the scribe line. A bend sub is used for directional drilling. This is how they can steer the drill bit. Know where it is going, and whether or not they're on target. There's a lot of science involved. Pretty cool, actually. They're not just drilling a hole in the ground hoping to hit it. They pretty much know where it's at, and they know how to get to it. Right now it's got the tapered part, as I explained in the other video. Now it's fixing to cut, push the face back and cut a bevel, and put the cylinder diameter into it. Now it's going to cut the little carpet off. You don't want to thread into a flat wall, you're going to have to taper there. the taper first, and then he puts in the cylinder diameter, and then he breaks the nose at the front, and it threads it. That's how we used to do it way back in the day when I first started doing this. It just basically mimics how we would have done it. Running at 242 RPM a minute. Gotta have milk when you're good. We use a water-soluble oil coolant. It comes out of a 55-gallon drum looking like oil. You mix it with a certain amount of water, and it turns into the milk. In my 30 years of being in the machines, I think this is probably one of the best coolants, if not the best coolant I've ever used. Our inserts last a lot longer. I can drop them out a little heavier, a little harder. And now as you get a deeper, you start to see better shapes. Like I showed in another video, we use hard ground gauges to check our work. Using a go, no-go stick, that's the minimum, that's the median, that's the max. You see the numbers, 620, 635 is your max, and on this side 625. 620 goes in, 635 don't. This barely goes in, so I'm going to say it's about 627. Either way, it's good to go. That, my friends, is a 2 7/8 degree, or 2 7/8 regular pin on a 2-degree bent sub. Just so you get a better idea of what that bend is looking like. Let's see, speed 350. The thread's perfectly straight. That's pretty neat. There's another way. You can see the angle. Alright everybody, hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up.